Now let's try to find out the derivative of the sec inverse function, just like we find out the derivative of tan inverse function, cos inverse function, sine inverse function, cot inverse function. Alright, so let me suppose our function y is equal with sec inverse x. So since sec is in inverse, I can write sec y equals to x. Now since sec is having the angle y, so let's try to differentiate both sides with respect to its angle y. Differentiating both sides with respect to angle y, we get derivative of sec y with respect to y equals to derivative of x with respect to y. And now derivative of sec y is actually sec y times tan y equals to dx over dy. Alright, now see, we know the one value that sec y is equals to x, but we have the tan y. So what to do? But we know one thing, that in the very previous or you can say in very starting level of the trigonometry, what we had learned that sec square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. So what we can write, that sec square theta, and when this 1 will come left side, minus 1 will be equal with tan square theta. So what I can write now, that it is sec y, but instead of tan y I can write sec square theta, not theta, y, sec square y minus 1, but inside the root, because here it is tan square and here is just tan. Alright, now it is dx over dy. And now let's put the value of sec y. Sec y is actually x, so what I can write now, that sec y is actually x, and this is x square minus 1 equals to dx over dy. So finally our required derivative dy over dx, let me shift a little bit upper, okay, is now 1 over, right, so I have just made it reciprocal, so it will be 1 over x times x square minus 1. This is inside the root. Alright, so what we can write, we can say that derivative of sec inverse angle with respect to its angle is equal with 1 over angle times angle square minus 1 inside the root. This is the derivative of sec inverse x, or I can say any sec inverse value. Alright, so this result of derivative of sec inverse x we can use just like the formula to find out the derivative of any sec inverse function. For example, if I have a sec inverse function, something like sec inverse 3x, then how I'll find? Let me suppose y equals to sec inverse 3x, so dy over the dx will be now derivative of sec inverse 3x with respect to 3x, because angle is 3x. Now derivative of 3x, it's 3x, okay, 3x with respect to x. So now both sides we are differentiating with respect to x. Here is also dx, here is also dx. Alright, so what we have learned here, that derivative of sec inverse angle with respect to its angle is equal with 1 over x times root under the root x square minus 1, I mean angle square minus 1. So the same thing I'm doing, I'm comparing this quantity with this one. I'm trying to write in that way. Okay, so I will get 1 over angle, that is 3x times 3x square, 3x in the bracket square minus 1. Alright, and times derivative of 3x, that is 3. So if we arrange, we will get dy over the dx is equal with now 3 over 3x minus now 3x square, that is 9x square minus 1. Alright, so this is how to find out the derivative of a sec inverse function. I hope you understand that, and you will apply the same way to find out the derivative of other sec inverse function. If you have other any confusions while understanding this video, then please feel free to comment just below this video. I'll try to get back to you, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Goodbye.